one thing I did want to just talk to you, because that's a great point what you said, because I've been talking to some other companies that they do it this way. Like let's talk real quick about the difference of like, so when I get paid out, I get paid out yearly. So for me,
Hmm.
I'm getting one big bonus check of everything I do. But there's a lot of companies such as yours where it's going to quarterly. And then let's talk about kind of like the pros with it, but also the cons, because I feel like there's a couple good and a couple bad with it.
So that's wild. I didn't know that that's how you got paid because I would say the biggest where I'm at now. So I won't compare it to Striker because Striker was like 100% commission and you got paid out every
Yeah.
month of what you sold for that previous month. So I'll compare it to like more like Olympus and Cintas. So both of these companies had very similar starting salaries, which were trash, between like 30 and
Yeah.
45,000. And then you got paid monthly on your sales. So you could have a really great month and have an awesome commission check come in, and it's very much feast or famine, or you have a very shitty month and your next check sucks. So like you should still be living off of your ratio of your shit base
Yeah.
salary. Whereas where I'm at now, I get paid probably a bonus like every 6 months because we're on trimester. So every 4 months they calculate that, but it takes 60 days from that calculation to get paid. So pretty much every 6 months. But I get probably about 80% of my income in
Yeah.
salary. So I just look at that as like literally bonus. Like it's just bonus money. I don't count on it. It's great when it comes in, like how right now I'm above quota. It's going to be awesome. But I've also seen it when I'm not above quota and it's just a tiny little commission check. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm not relying on
Yeah.
this right now.
Yeah. And so like that's a good point. And then the one thing, and I'll go into mine and then we can kind of go in. So like how I get paid is very similar to yours is, so I get a base and a commission. My first paycheck is just my base. So my first paycheck of the month is always, it's no money. And then the second paycheck is my base plus commission. So it's my bigger one. But I have a yearly one, just like you said, you get paid out for the prior month before. But then it's like, what are you at plan? So if I have a certain quota, what am I at that certain point? And that's how it affects my stuff. Now, I'll just be straight up. Here's the problem with it. I talk to people on my teammates. I talk to my manager. My manager doesn't even know how we get paid. They don't, because the formulas for these companies are so, you need to go to college just for like math and algorithms, because that's how difficult they make it. It's like a 17-step process to tell you how you get paid. Because I literally messaged my manager and I'm like, hey, I'm kind of confused. Like I'm at over 100%, but my last paycheck was literally no money. And it was like 50% of what I normally just get paid out. And I'm like, I'm confused. And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, me too. And so I'm like, well, that doesn't make much sense. And so like for me, I was like, I'm not going to throw a fit. I'm not going to make it thing. But like for me, this month, I've crushed it. Like with quota coming in and making these sales, I'm doubling what my quota was be. So I'm like, if I don't get like a 4X on my payout this month, we are
Hmm.
like I'm calling VP and figuring out where's my money. So like we've had those conversations, but like going back to normal. So again, it's base is my first one, and then base plus commission is my second one. And then how they do it is they do how I'm split up is 50% salary, 50% commission, and then those two numbers make up my at year plan. So then I go,
Hmm.
and so I'm pretty much just at year. But then how my company does it is you're just at plan, and then if you are above plan, we have two buckets. We have a quota and a capital bucket. So if you hit one of them, you're 15% overage. If you hit both of them, you're 30% overage. So let's just keep money simple. If you're 100 grand over and you're in one bucket, you made $15,000 bonus check. You get
Hmm.
both, you're at a $30,000 bonus check. So that's nice, right?
For the end of the
For
year.
the end of the year, and that's for the whole year, right? Like so that compared to the
Okay.
difference is you're getting a quarterly or every 6 months, right? Because by the time you get paid, but I've talked to other companies that every quarter they're giving a payout. So like instead of me getting one giant paycheck, these people are getting bonuses. I talked to a girl, she's in the aesthetic space, and her comment was they're 150 at plan, but she's like, I get quarterly bonuses, and my quarterly bonus is between 20 and 60K. I'm like, oh. That's not bad. You know,